All right, Shalom, Shalom, giving all praise, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakak Wadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that teach us this truth through the spirit and power of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakak Wadash. Peace, love, and blessings to the elect scattered abroad around the four corners of the earth and Salakia. This be my third installment video, and it seems from the looks of it, I'm gonna have to use a whole nother phone device because when I try to use my other device, it's just too many numbers and people be calling me for just the most stupidest and dumbest reasons. But going back to the topic of the discussion, dealing with the Gentiles, man. All right, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, us being the hopeful, fearful elect, we understand and know that Israel is like the sand of the sea. All right, a remnant's going to return, pursuing to Hosea chapter 1, verse 10. All right, and then that land is talking about Babylon, the great America, because this is the land where both Judah and Israel, both northern and southern kingdom, was oppressed together, being under, captivity. And ultimately, the Lord only deals with Israel, and he scattered us from among the heathens around the four corners of the earth, all right, via through prophecies. And the prophecies that's going to come again, he's going to return, the second coming, the second time of him coming, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. He's going to redeem the elect from around the four corners of the earth. So before all that, I want to get Matthew 24 and verse 30. Verse 29, it says the glorious return, and that glorious return is Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach, all right, who the word inly called Jesus Christ. It says immediately after those tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall give not her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of heaven shall be shaken. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. And then all the tribes going into Israel, all 12 sons, the patriarchs of Israel, all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven, which are the chariots, and of heaven with power and great glory. And he should send, verse 31 is the point, and he shall send his angels. He shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. All right, where his chosen, and it says in the NLT, and he will send out his angels with the mighty blast of a trumpet, and they will gather his chosen ones, the angels from the chariots, his chosen ones from all over the world, from the farthest ends of the earth and heaven. All right, letting you know that the nation of Israel is going to be scattered amongst the whole world and all the nations of the world, of the earth. All right, that includes all the heathen nations. Okay, and our elders and apostles did various of great videos on, different breakdowns and different meanings of the word Gentiles, strangers, so on and so forth. And if you are a real scholar, you are going to know and find out that salvation is only for Israel, man. All right, only for Israel. Go to Matthew chapter 1. It says the genealogy of Yahweh Shai. It says Jesus, the Messiah, Yahweh Shai Mashiach. And I want to get the main point. Verse 21. And she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Yahweh Shai, or Jesus, as it says, for he shall save his people. All right, salvation. His people, not the whole world, not all nations, because if that was the case, the scriptures would have specified, man. from their sins. He should save his people from their sins. So you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, Seminole Indian descent, so-called Haitians and Jamaicans, you are the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And Jacob name got turned into Israel because that was the blessing that he received for battling the mighty, one of, the Most High's Yahweh mighty angels, man. All right, he received that blessing through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. That's why, honest to truth, that's why we're such a great people and a great nation that's been totally destroyed and demolished, man. All right, and that's all through the spirit, because the Lord cursed us according to the curses of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. All right, and because we have forsaken the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, the Lord has forsaken us. Okay, and it was rightfully so through the spirit. Okay. So those Gentiles or those strangers are Israelite foreigners. Let me go into, I believe, 2 Corinthians 12 and 2. 1 Corinthians 12 and 2. It says the use of spiritual gifts. And this is all the message. This message is towards the Israelites that's in these foreign lands that lost the way of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. It says 1 Corinthians 12 and 2. Ye know that ye were Gentiles, carried away unto these dumb idols, even as ye were led. And the NLT, you know that when you were still pagans, you were led astray and swept along in worshiping speechless idols. And that's the main reason why Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai kicked us out the land, by the way of worshiping idols, not believing on him. All right, because that is the number one commandment. Thou shalt not put another God before Yahweh. All right, Yahweh wa Yahweh Shai. And we understand through time and process of elimination, we were those people that, that went astray. Okay. So we are the Lord's chosen people. We're the only ones that can sin, and we're the only ones that can be delivered and saved. It don't matter what you people think. It don't matter what the heathens think. It don't matter what vocab Haman Malone thinks. None of that, man. Because pursuant to, various scriptures, but one I'm thinking on hand is Isaiah 55, verse 7 on down to 11, man. At the end of the day, you don't know the Lord's ways, man. A lot of people, still talk about, basically dealing with Christians, talk about, the law done away with, they believe in hell, all types of, man-made doctrine and precepts of men that they believe on, not knowing and not understanding Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. And one of the many mysteries, all right, is Israelite foreigners. All right, Israel that look like the other heathen nations, but their lineage, according to the house of their father, Numbers chapter 1 and 18, goes back to the lineage of Israel. All right, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, Seminole Indian descent, so-called Haitians and Jamaicans, man. All right, and also another thing, reincarnation. And the scriptures say that there is no new thing underneath the sun. So through the spirit, we understand all these things, man. All right, through our elders and apostles of Great Millstone that did their due diligence in studying and worshiping Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Then eventually the Lord is going to, reveal things unto you. Open up your spiritual eye to understand and perceive the message that is being taught, man. The good news. All right. And the good news is only for the nation of Israel, man. Hey, if you a heathen, hey, fuck it, that's on you. And then even on top of that, because when people hear about, the nation of Israel gonna have servants, they gonna have slaves. See, that's how you know Esau Edom is guilty, because the number one thing that they think about is all the hell and the atrocities that they did upon every nation, but mainly upon the children of Israel. Hey, we're going to be governed by the law, statutes, and commandments, man. The Lord is a just power. All right, even though he's, very jealous, very vengeful, so on and so forth, man. Sometimes he can get very angry, very pissed off, but he also has great tender mercies, love, compassion, and even upon these heathen nations, he's gonna give, mercy upon them, man. At the end of it, after they serve that period of bondage. All right, once they be established in the house of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by the way of, Yahweh Shai and Mashiach, and by the way of the Israelites. All right, the sons of the prince of the power, man. The sons of God that's going to be ruling in the kingdom of heaven. All right, you heathen nations already had your time to rule. All right, it says in Isaiah 25 and 10, matter of fact. Let me see. Favor. Isaiah 26 and 10. Let favor be showed to the wicked, yet he would not learn righteousness in the land of uprightness. And the land of uprightness is the land of Israel, because ultimately the Lord gave us that land for an heritage and a forever covenant if we were to obey the law, statutes, and commandments. But because we disobeyed, process of elimination via through prophecies, all right, these things happened and it came to pass. And it says, let favor be showed to the wicked, yet he will not learn righteousness in the land of uprightness. Will he deal unjustly, and he will not behold the majesty of the Lord, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. So you heathens all had time to correct yourselves in a nutshell, all right, to do what was right, but you furthered the affliction. It's mainly talking about Esau, Edom. That's why when all hell breaks loose, if your lineage goes back to the house of Esau, after a 1,000-year period of bondage, you will be exterminated off of the face of the earth. And the Lord, we don't know what the Lord is going to do with the remaining house of Esau, because at the end of the day, we know that the Father of spirits, are not, he's not going to destroy, the spirits, man. Roughly paraphrasing. All right. Matter of fact, let me see if I can bring up that precept, because the spirit lives on forever. I know it's in Ecclesiasticus, there's no end. Okay, no end. No end. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 4, verse 16. There is no end of all the people, even of all that have been before them. They also that came after shall not rejoice in him. Surely this is also vanity and vexation of spirit. And the point of the matter is, there is no end of all people. So Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai has it set up and has it destined for the spirit of Esau, Edom, to, after they be exterminated, they might go into another nation. All right, they just might be, spirits that just be floating around, man. All right, but we know at the end all be all that house of Esau, the lineage, would be no more, man. And however the Lord have fit, he'll have it designed for it to happen. Hey, we shall see. All right, the Lord only gave us measures on this side to really just prophesy and break down certain precepts and dark sayings and parables, man. All right. But going back, this is Isaiah chapter 11. It says the remnant restored, verse 11. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria and from Egypt and from Pathros and from Cush and from Elam and from Shinar and from Hamath and from the isles of the sea. And he shall set up an ensign for the nations and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. Verse 13, they envy also of Ephraim. The envy also of Ephraim shall depart or disappear. All right, the Lord is going to close up the breaches thereof. All right, as it says in the same book of Isaiah, I believe it's the 13th chapter. Okay, it says, the envy also of Ephraim shall depart, and the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off. Ephraim shall not envy Judah, and Judah shall not vex Ephraim. And it reads in the 13th, then at last the jealousy between Israel and Judah will end. They will no more be rivals. They will not be rivals anymore. Damn. But that's what's about to happen, man. The Lord is about to seal up the hatred and the difference between the northern and southern kingdom. That's why you still have so-called black on black crime, black on brown crimes. All right, even in the prison system, mainly in the prison system, there is segregation amongst the tribes. But now we're fastly approaching the end. So Yahweh Shem Yahushua is closing up those breaches and preparing, you know, the nations to come back together, mainly the elect. Let me type in breach. A lot of the northern kingdom down here damn saying what's up to me, you know, being in the south and shit. But yeah, the Lord is, you know, he's healing us, man, at the end of the day. Oh, this is another precept. And even also dealing with the Gentiles in the Old and the New Testament, when it deals with that, dealing with the context of the matter, if it's talking about salvation towards the Gentiles or strangers, you know that it's talking about Israel. But because people are emotional and ashamed and just mad all in their feelings, they got to, you know, speak other things, man. They got to say otherwise. And this is Isaiah 14:1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And those strangers are the Israelite foreigners, man. In the NLT, but the Lord will have mercy on the descendants of Jacob. He will choose Israel as his special people once again, because it never changed, man. It's always about the nation of Israel. He will bring them back to settle once again in their own land, and the people from many different nations, all right, that was scattered, all right, Isaiah the 11th chapter, verse 11, will come and join them and unite with the people of Israel, because these are Israelites that's going to come back into the fold of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, man, which people do not know and understand that. All right, those are Israelites that it's talking about. And it's a beauty that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua has give us the spiritual eyes to see and the spiritual ears of understanding and to hear, man. I know it was the besom of destruction. Salakia, because I want to. Oh, Isaiah 30, Salakia. Isaiah 30 and 13. Is it? Lord have mercy. I put in Ezekiel, Salakia. Isaiah 30, 13. Hold on. And by the way, this is an Israelite foreigner, man. This is a prime example of an Israelite foreigner. If you show. Salakia, this is Amos chapter 9 and 11. In that day will I rise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen and close up the breaches thereof. So let's go into it, and I'm going to close out because I got to try to catch this bus. Salakia, man. Amos 9. And this is also dealing with the restoration of the nation of Israel. Yep, the restoration of Israel. In the NLT, in that day will I restore the fallen house of David, the remnant, the elect. All right, which, the house of David, all 12 tribes can be consist of that house, man. All right, basically going into the elect, the remnant. I will repair its damaged walls. From the ruins, I will rebuild it and restore its former glory. And Israel will possess what is left of Edom and all the nations I have called to be mine. And that's a captivity slavery. And that's what's going to happen to the heathen nations. But with the end all be all, you're going to have Israelites that are going to look like the other nations, man. Like I said, prime example, him. So-called white looking man. And it's other examples, man. The dude, the Kevin dude that played in Planet of the Apes, or Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. All right, Leonardo DiCaprio, so on and so forth. So with that, I'm gonna close out just by saying, Kal I am La Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah Ba'ashem Rakak Wadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles, great millstone. Till next time, I say Shalom.